Boeing company to spread that money. It hadn't asked for BMW to spread their tax base of money. I'm just wondering if this goes through, what are your suggestions, how do you help the people in Fairfield County, because we can put out capacity?
Okay, let's reverse it.
All right.
Wait a second, let's start in the middle.
No, that's fine. No, I'm good. Whatever. Mr. Wateree, you kind of answered, I mean, you pretty much answered it. And I got asked this question in Columbia not too long ago at a meeting, and I looked at them. They asked, they said, would you be willing to give away the money and give it to the state so that we could spread it around to all districts? And I looked at them and said, I hope that you're not serious. Look, that is that is our leveling. That is how we're going to level the playing field, is the revenue that we get from the nuclear plants. And there is no way that we're going to allow that to happen. And I don't think it's going to happen in the State House if you really do a straw poll, because you've got extremely strong senators and extremely strong House of Representatives that have nuclear plants in their districts. And I can guarantee you that they're not going to let that money leave their community. But if they do, we need to make sure that Boeing throws their money in, that BMW throws their money in, and that all commercial and industrial made property throws in. I mean, if we're really going to do this, then we need to be fair about the entire deal. You want me just to say my name a couple times? Power, 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 power. Come on.
Do you need another break here? No. Okay. No, come on. Sorry, we're just having this conversation.
Thank you, Mr. Wateree, and that is a very interesting question. It probably should have been one of our first or second big issues that is at the State House. Being a member of the school board, we've already seen different formulas that have been introduced for the money that's coming from the 2 new reactors and how that money is going to be redistributed throughout the state. And I've already voiced the fact that I don't think that's right, and I will fight with everything that I know and everything that I have to make sure that that does not happen. One of the things that I've been trying to explain to people, you want a part of the money, but you are not requesting that you share in the risk that we're taking in our county for having a nuclear plant here. You know, instead of them trying to figure out how they can redistribute the money, it's for us to make sure that we have state-of-the-art awareness over there, state-of-the-art fire station over there, healthcare and everything else, so that if something happens to anyone who's working over there or anything in general, then we're ready for anything that occurs. So the money belongs to Fairfield County. The money should stay in Fairfield County. I will do everything in my power to fight that the money stays in Fairfield County and that is used to make Fairfield County safer for the residents here. Since we have the risk, then we also should have the money. Thank you.
Somehow I don't think anybody's going to come out again. Let's guess it. Let's guess it.
ESET, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard that name. I'm just putting it there. But no, the answer is no. And I work at the nuclear site. Even though there is an effort to take away and to share, they say share, a nice word, but it's really taking it away. It is in this county. It now belongs to this county. Many people come from all over to work in this county at the nuclear site. The tax base that is there that will come to Fairfield County needs to stay in Fairfield County, develop Fairfield County, the jobs and education that we're talking about. We just need to make sure, and I think for both the House and the Senate, that the House and the Senate needs to create within its community a power base of citizens who speak very loudly and work very boldly to say these dollars belong in our particular county, the businesses in our county. We will share the dividend as it comes through our county. And if all these dollars will help to develop jobs and education in our county, the answer is no. No.
Mine's going to be very brief. The answer would be absolutely no. And the last time that I looked at where the DC Summer Nuclear Power Station was, it was in Fairfield County. It's not in any other county. The risk that we're taking is in Fairfield County. And So the answer to that is absolutely not.
Mr. Dove, you have a chance to disagree here.
I try to be a pretty agreeable fellow. No, I can't see dividing that money with any other counties. Yeah, we have some counties in the state, like Ricardo, Shame, up in the Dillon area, where in Florence County, I spent most of my career. There's some problems out there with financing schools. But the problem is, folks, I don't think it's at the county level. I think it's at the state level. Right now, we are underfunding each student in South Carolina by more than $600 per year per student. If the state would do what it should do, this wouldn't even be an issue, I don't think. So no, I'm not in favor of sharing that money.
Thank you. Question number 3.
My question is for Sheriff Young. It's a personal question, it's a legal question, it affects me personally, and it could affect everybody in this room. I had a report that people were trespassing, parking in our property without permission, and a friend was able to get a description of the automobile and the license tag. I talked to a deputy, he got the identity of the person who was doing this and told me he could not tell me who it was. I want to know, is that a law? How long has that been a law, and why is that a law?
That he should not tell you who the person is. If you have a problem, please give me a call so that I will know exactly what the concern is, and we will definitely look into what you're saying.
Is there a law that I'm not entitled to know who's trespassing on my property?
That you are not entitled to know?
He said that he would be on the lookout. He does not patrol that area of the county, but he would be on the lookout, and if he saw them there, what did I want him to do? And he said he could speak to them. I told him to ask them not to trespass anymore, and that's all I know. I have not heard any more.
Well, let me answer that. If you would let me know what exactly is happening, and then we have investigated here, we have the deputies, I will definitely look into the matter that you are concerned about. Please feel free to call me at any time. Yes, ma'am.
Has anybody else decided that they would like to ask a question? We are going to have time, I mean, when it's over, I'm sure the candidates will stick around and you can go off and talk to them individually. But are there any other questions from the floor?
May I ask one to the nominees, the candidates for sheriff?
If nobody else has a question. And then I'm going to say that's going to be the last question. Okay.
For the investigation process in the sheriff's department, if there are complaints made, which I have made some, and investigations have been done, what's the process? What would be your process to get back in touch with the person making the complaint to let them know, where do we stand with it?
What type of complaint are we talking about?
There's been some that I received threats in the mail. I had an officer come to my house, open the letter, look at it, take it with him. Heard nothing else about it. I've been told that threats have been made that I could open my mailbox and overboom it. I reported it, heard nothing else about it.
If you are receiving any type of threats, we would certainly like to know about that.
Officer came to my house with the mail, and I also spoke with the officers about,
Okay.
I have the little yellow copies that they give you when they do the report.
I'm sorry, there was some noise, but let me hear what the last part of that you were saying.
The little yellow papers that they give you on the report, once they do a report?
Yes, sir.
The sheets that they give you, I have those.
Okay.
But I haven't heard no follow-up on what was being done.
Well, if you would call me, we will definitely look into this. And I don't know who's handling that from the investigation side of it, but I promise you, and I think you know me well enough, that I will follow up on it.
Thank you. Well, I'll declare that the forum is over. Thank you all for behaving so well, and you too. And I would like to commend each and every one of you, those who hold office, those who are offering for office. I've done this once myself, and I know what you're going through. And it takes courage, first of all, to do it, and it also takes courage no matter whether you win or lose. So we need more good people to step up to the plate. And personally, I thank you, and I'm sure the audience thanks you. Gone.